Sinise is one Hollywood celebrity who has managed to steer clear of the city's liberal politics. In fact, he devotes a lot of energy to supporting our brave men and women overseas. And he sat down with me earlier to discuss his latest effort to support the troops and one special soldier in particular. Let's take a look. First of all, I am a great admirer of yours, not just your great acting skill. You're somebody I've gotten to know over the years that has a love of our military. You put time, money, effort, energy. You travel, you meet the troops, you play for them. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got involved in all of this?
Well, I have military in my family on both my wife's side and my side. My wife has her two brothers who served in the Vietnam War. Her sister was a captain in the Army. Her sister married a Vietnam veteran who was in the Army for 24 years. And then I have, veterans on my side. My two uncles were in World War II. My dad was in the Navy. So it's kind of around me. And I've been involved with Vietnam veterans groups for many, many years. And I got involved with the disabled American veterans after I played Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. And have stayed very, very active with the disabled American veterans ever since the early 90s. And then we got hit on September 11th, and I felt like I just needed to jump in and try to do something to help. And now we have a lot of injured service members. Many thousands have been wounded in the war. We've have too many Gold Star families. And it just feels that it continues on, and it's not something that's going to end anytime soon, it doesn't seem. So these families need our help, and I'm just trying to pitch in to do my part.
Because you work on a number of different charities. You go to see the troops a lot. It was a mutual friend of ours, Leanne Tweeden, that brought my attention and your efforts involving a Lieutenant Dan Band event that you're doing in Building Homes for Heroes, and it's happening on the 21st of August, and people can get tickets. It's in Staten Island, New York. But this is an incredible story about Brendan Morocco. Maybe you would be better off telling the story than I would be, and explain this is the first quadruple amputee to ever survive, and he's got an amazing story, and you're trying to help him out. Why don't you tell us about him?
Brendan was injured in April of 2009, so a little over a year ago, in Iraq in a bombing. He lost both his arms and both his legs. Leanne was actually on a trip to Iraq at the time that he was injured, delivering school supplies from my program, Operation International Children. We send school supplies to the troops, and along with American Airlines, Leanne was over there on this particular trip. I couldn't be there, but she went in my place, and they were delivering school supplies, and they found out that Brendan had been injured. On their way back, they were in Germany, and they saw him in the hospital about 2 days after he was injured. And then about a month later, I saw him at Walter Reed, and have stayed in touch a little bit. I was at an event called a Wounded Warrior event, Hope for the Warriors, where they presented him with an award. And now through Building Homes for Heroes and the Stephen Siller Foundation, we're going to try to build him a specially designed house. Now, there are a lot of severely wounded soldiers out there, but Brendan, of course, has special needs because he lost both arms and both legs, and he's from Staten Island. I offered up my band. I have a band that plays a lot for the troops, the Lieutenant Dan Band, and so we're going to play a concert for Building Homes for Heroes to raise money to build him a home on August 27th, that concert there at the St. George's Theater in Staten Island.
And we'll put it up on our screen so people can come see your band and contribute to this great cause, which I'm going to join in with as well. This is a really special case. It has had an enormous impact on his family, too. He had a brother that I understand that worked for Citibank, quit his job, went down to Walter Reed. He's now on his third, I guess, set of new legs that they're working on there. They're doing some amazing work, the doctors and the medical team down there. Tell us a little bit about the special homes that you're building for these guys.
Well, Building Homes for Heroes is one of several organizations, actually. There are a bunch of different organizations out there that have just popped out because people just felt a need to do something and help. And we have a lot of severely wounded folks out there, and you can go to the Building Homes for Heroes website, and you can see some of the folks that they've been helping. And this next project is to build this specially designed home in Staten Island to help Brendan. Obviously, he's going to live the rest of his life impaired, having having lost both arms and both legs. And so whatever we can do with this particular home to make it easily accessible and to make it easier for him to live and to raise the quality of life, that's what we're going to do. And so I just volunteered my band to help raise some money for this. Frank Siller is involved with the Stephen Siller Foundation. They've teamed up with Building Homes for Heroes. Great folks there that are all pitching in, and a lot of people in Staten Island are pitching in, and anybody around the country who wants to donate to this particular soldier and to this particular organization that builds homes for our wounded, our severely injured, can go to that website, Building Homes for Heroes, or the Stephen Siller Foundation website. They're doing amazing things, and I just, wanted to help them get this done.
And that is all the time we have left this evening. As always, thank you.